Banana fruit is produced on something we call a banana tree, but it is not like a tree that we have up here in Illinois. It doesn't form a woody stem. Here is a banana plant. It has these very large tropical looking leaves. The stem itself is something made up of older leaf petioles, these parts right here. It is not a woody stem. It's something called herbaceous. It's a good word for you guys to look up what the word herbaceous means. When this thing fruits, basically it dies back and new ones come from the base. So a banana comes from this thing right here. Very, very evident, nice tropical looking plant. The avocado is one of those fruits that comes again from a tree. These are formed, and there's different types of avocados, green ones, black ones, that kind of thing. And this right here is an avocado tree. It has these kind of oval-like leaves. The tree can be very large. And later on, we're going to talk about how you can grow your own avocado tree from the pit that's inside this plant. Some of you may have already done that. It's very easy to do. And that way you can grow yourself a lifelong friend in an avocado tree. Peppers. Hopefully you've had the opportunity to grow peppers in your home garden. Peppers are one of those staple crops like tomatoes. And a pepper plant is right here. It's again a tall plant, something about 18, 24 inches tall, has shiny green leaves, produces white flowers, which then produce peppers. And peppers come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. This is a green bell pepper. Sometimes you have banana peppers, sometimes you have hot peppers, sometimes they're red, sometimes they're green, sometimes they're yellow. So they're very, very diverse thing. Again, something that's used a lot in cooking. Who hasn't had, peppers on pizza and that kind of stuff? So there's the green bell pepper, and that's what a pepper plant looks like. Here's a plant. Here's a part of a plant right here that's responsible for providing the roof over your house. This is housing material, 2x4s. 2x4s come from trees, and most likely they come from some type of a pine, spruce, or fir. This happens to be a 2x4 off of a pine tree. Right in the center here we have spruce, and on the very end we have a fir tree. And I think what would be interesting to do is to make you guys a little bit smarter than the average person out there, so that when you walk up to a tree that has green needles, don't call it a pine, because that's what everybody does. Everything's a pine. There's a way to tell the difference. A pine tree, if you look at a pine tree, the needles are always formed in clusters or bundles. In other words, this one has 5 needles in a bundle or a cluster. All pines have needles in a bundle or a cluster. A spruce tree has needles that are only single needles. They are not in bundles. So there's only one needle attached to the stem over there versus a bundle. A fir tree is like the spruce in the fact that it only has one needle per attachment. So the fir and the spruce do not have needles in bundles, but a true pine does. Now, how do you tell the difference between a spruce and a fir? Again, something that's really kind of a neat trick. A fir needle is flat. A spruce needle is shaped in the form of a triangle. If you put these two between your thumb and forefinger, the spruce tree you can roll, the fir tree you can't roll. So that tells the difference between a fir and a spruce. So now you know how to tell a difference and impress all your friends to tell a difference. The last thing we're going to look at is kind of an impressive looking tropical fruit. Again, this right here is papaya. Inside this fruit right here is nice orangey flesh, very sweet, very tropical like. And it comes from a plant that's a tree. Again, the leaves are very distinctive, kind of like this palmate kind of leaves right here. Forms white flowers in the center, and then these fruit hang down in the center right here. And again, there's all sizes and colors of a papaya. This happens to be a Mexican papaya, which are larger. Some of them are smaller. But again, a very delicious fruit, again, to put in fruit salad and that kind of stuff. So that is a papaya tree. And later on, we're going to show you how you can grow your own papaya tree from what's inside this fruit.